Right, today we're going to talk about, one of the greatest things that make people fail and the reasons why people fail. And people fail for different things. And, I remember when I started, I talk about this all the time. When I started my journey of entrepreneurship, one thing people fail to understand is that one of the most supportive people in my life and that I owe a lot of gratitude and thanks to is my father. Because for me to start the business that I started in grade 5 was because of my dad and my mom. They financed my very first business, which was a freezer selling business. And, they believed in me. I always wanted extra pocket money. But then they said, listen, why don't you sell freezers? And I started selling freezers. And that's where my journey of entrepreneurship began. But back to our story today. The reasons why people fail, and I speak about my father because my father supported me so many times. He went out of his way during working hours to go and help me, order my freezers and to make sure that my stocks were good. So big shout out to my dad. Every time I speak about my dad, people think I hate my dad. I love my dad. That guy believed in me so much. He invested so much into my education. He made me become the man that I am today. If you see the school run diaries, what I do with my kids, it's nothing else but exactly what we used to do. It's just that back then we didn't have any videos and cameras to take what was going on. But I learned so much from my dad. But at a breaking point in your life, when I wanted to become an entrepreneur, my dad told me, George, stay at work. It's better to get that $300. The next day he came to me, I had a dream. George, I don't think it's a good idea. I dreamt of you now staying with your twins at my house. So think about this decision, about you wanting to resign and to start your own business, which you don't even know what it was. When I started Pro Air Conditioning, I really did not know whether I should do air conditioning or not. But after some counsel, after some advice from some mentors and some people around me, they then helped me make a decision to start an air conditioning company. And ever since, it's been amazing. God has been gracious, and so much has happened for us. We've won awards, we've made it, and God is good, and that's that. But the reasons why majority of people fail is because of these things I'm going to highlight today. People fail because, number one, this is one of the most important reasons and determining factors why people make it or not. People fail because they are concerned about other people's opinions about themselves. Yes. If you fail, it's because you're listening to what other people are saying. If you are always asking for advice from people who have no expertise or no experience in business and you expect to succeed, you are either delusional or you are not serious about your life. I only ask people who are in business, and most of the time, the advice I get is positive, it's constructive. They're telling me, wow, that's a good idea. So when you ask about other people's opinions about you, yesterday I was speaking at the national awards, and so many people, just because an adjudicator said your project won't fail, or your teacher said you'll never make it in life, or your mom, your dad, your auntie, your pastor, your cousin, your sister, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, whoever it is said you won't make it, that doesn't determine whether you make it in life. You have to understand that success begins in your mind. If you see yourself that you will be a success and you work hard at it and you don't give up and you keep pushing, you will be successful. So that's number one reason why people do not make it. Number two, the people who are always complaining never seem to get anything done. When I look around at my friends and people I associate with, why is it that the people who complain, are murmuring, don't have anything that they're doing, are the ones that never make it in life? If you have friends who are always complaining, telling you about the economy, having the greatest excuses why they aren't doing anything progressive, they're always blaming the government, their dad, the mom, the way they grew up, their husband, the wife, I had a divorce, I had this, that, and the other. Those people will never get anywhere in life because they are always constantly looking in the rearview mirror. As I'm driving right now, if I'm always looking at the back and I see there's a car behind me, I'll lose concentration on what's right ahead of me. And guess what? I'm not going to get very far before I bump into something. And this is those people. They'll tell you, no, things were better when this, that, and the other. I remember school days were the best. You're growing up. You're not the same person. Therefore, stop complaining. Stop complaining. If you keep on complaining, you're never gonna ever accomplish anything significant in your life. And that's how you're going to end life. Broke, busted, and disgusting. With the only thing being remembered about you is your name on your tombstone. And that's how you're gonna live your life. And that's how people are gonna remember you. Born such and such a date, died such and such a date. Nothing accomplished, no impact. They influenced nobody. They didn't do anything significant which impacted or changed the world. I challenge you not to be that person. Number three, the people who are always hanging around with the same kind of people. Now, if you hang around with losers, this is so true, and I want you to know this. There's something so powerful about your association and what it determines you to be in life. If you hang around with losers, I can guarantee you are gonna be the number 2 out of your group loser. If you hang around with winners, you're gonna have the same mindset of wanting to win. Now, people have different views on this. I tell you, the reason why you fail is directly relational to the people you hang out with. Now, as for me, let me tell you something. As for me, I only associate and hang out with people who are successful. And this is what helps me to become the person that I am. There's something about rubbing shoulders with success that gives you ideas and that gives you an attitude to become successful. So many people, if you look around your friends right now, I want you to look at your friends and look at their value in your life. What exactly do you spend time with your friends talking about? What is your common thing that you hang and associate together with? What type of conversations are you talking about? Are you uplifting, encouraging each other to do good? Or are your friends people who you spend time with doing things that you don't really want to do, but because of peer pressure you end up doing them? Now, these things that I've told you, listening to what other people say, always complaining, and your associations, these 3 things, if you do these 3 things or apply these 3 things, stop asking people who've never done business. Stop listening to people's opinions about yourself, thinking that's going to change your life. Stop complaining. Don't complain about anything. Your words are so powerful that whatever you send them out to say is exactly what will happen. So if you're always complaining, I'm never going to be rich, I don't have this, I don't have that, rather begin to affirm yourself. Tell yourself those things you want to see. Begin to speak what you want to see. Begin to tell yourself, I am successful. I am the top entrepreneur in my country. I am the best in my field. I am. Use that sentence, I am, affirming yourself in whatever industry or line of business you are doing. And the third and most important for me, I believe so much that my mentors, salute to my mentors, PVK, Dr. Chandiwana, etc., everybody else. I want to give a big shout out to you because of my association with you. You have made it possible for me to succeed. And this is the reason why I cannot fail. I cannot fail because of my associations, because they're always uplifting me, encouraging me, supporting me to being the best version of myself. They know my goal is to become a billionaire. They know, and they only call me George Billionaire because that's what they see and believe. They've aligned my vision with their support towards what I want to achieve. So your association will determine whether you fail or succeed. If you really look around the friends you're hanging around with today, they will show you and get you to see that what you're doing is not right. Yo, it's your boy George Billionaire. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, Facebook, LinkedIn. Follow us, like, share, comment, and tell us how you love these videos. God bless you. Stay true.